Okay, so we are done with the enterprise structure. And on top of the enterprise structure, we have created this enterprise structure for the client because we are configuring the application for the client. So all these entities, whatever we created, these are client entities. Okay. After defining the enterprise structure, we have to create client employees. Client-side employees, nothing but business users. We have to define the business users in the application. To configure business users, we can do it from two places. One is from the client to my client groups. Here, new person. From my client groups here, new person, but which is not displaying here. It because it's missing a role called human resource specialist. If you assign this role, then under my client groups, you should be able to see new person. I'm navigating to tools and security console. And I'm going to assign that role to our user. I'm assigning which role to our user? Human resource specialist role. So if you assign this role and click on save and close, and let me log out and log in. So from my client groups, now I should be able to see new person. So we can create employee from this place, from the new person. This is one place, or else we can create from the setup and maintenance also. Okay, first we'll complete this one. So first we complete employee creation from here, my client groups, new person. Click on hire an employee. Click on hire an employee. Click on hire an employee. And I have to fill all this information, step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to fill all this information. Hire date, hire action, hire reason is optional, legal employer. We are creating the employee under which company? We are creating the employee under this company. And what is the employee name? Full name, first name, and then last name. Okay. First name and then last name, gender, and a local name. It is applicable for the Chinese. Chinese also has a local name, and I'm entering the date of birth. And after that, national identification numbers. In case of India, we enter the Aadhaar number or PAN number. Okay. I have entered the Aadhaar number. And the next tab is personal information. I'm creating the business users in the application. Step number 2, second tab is nothing but home address. Employee home address and phone details and email information and legislative information, nothing but whether the employee is married or single, religion, highest education level, citizenship and visa information, and visa and permits information we have to create here. Okay, but all these are optional. I'm not entering all these details, but we can enter all these information: phone, email ID, legislation information, whether married, what is the qualification, what is the religion, visa and citizenship information. Okay, all this can be entered in the personal information section. And then third tab is employee information. Our tab is employee information. So here, select the business unit. This is our business unit, India business unit. And the position of the employee and job of the employee. Did we created positions? Did we created jobs? No. We will create positions and jobs, and then we'll come back here to assign position and job to the employee. Full-time or part-time. I'm selecting as a full-time, hourly paid or salaried employee, working hours 40, start time and end time. And work from home, no. I'm selecting no. Work at home, I'm selecting no. Department, you see here, department, job and positions. We have to add actually. So we will create position, jobs and departments, and we'll come back and add here. Okay. And who is the manager? Who is the manager for this employee? I'm randomly selecting some employee in the application. So since this is a demo application, some employees are already exist. So I'm adding that employee name here. Notice period. Probationary period 6 months. And the notice period 3 months. So who will report to him? So this employee reports to this manager, but which employees are going to report to him? Here, direct reports. Here, we can add. Suppose if anybody reporting to him, we can add those people here. Okay. So this is employment information. In this employment information, we are entering we have to enter position, we have to enter the job, we have to enter the grade of the employee, department, whether salaried employee, what is the start time and end time, and who is the manager for this employee. Who is the manager for this employee? Manager details. and who is reporting to him. You can add here, direct report is. Okay. And coming to the next tab, it's compensation information. Next tab is compensation information. What is the difference between implementation user and business user? I think, hope you remember. I have explained in the starting classes.
Yes, sir.
So basic salary. Annual salary. I'm entering the salary information here. Next review date. I will select next year. And other compensation information and expense information. Okay, suppose if you have provided any special allowances, nothing but hotel charges or flight charges, daily meal allowance. Okay, all those can be entered over here. So like this, we have to create all the client side employees in the application. The client may be operating in many countries, and maybe client side 5,000 employees or maybe 50,000 employees are working. All those employees we have to hire in the, we have to create in the application like this. Next tab, and then I'm gonna submit this employee creation. Okay, before I submit, suppose if it is less than 50 employees, okay, we are able to create manually. If it is more than that, if the employees are more than that, if you want to upload the employees, then there is a process called HDL. HDL process is available. Okay, it's a technical work. It is a technical work which is used to upload employees, nothing but create employees in bulk. HDL process, it's a technical work. And also in real time, this employee part is not supply chain consultant role. The department jobs and positions, creating the employee or this bulk upload or whatever, it is not supply chain guy headache. It's a HR guy headache. HR guy has to take care of it. Okay. But if the HR consultant is not there, then either supply chain consultant or financial consultant, anyone can take care of this. But we create employee with the basic information. With the basic information. Okay. We no need all the details to be accurate, and all the details also not required because we are not implementing the HR. If the HR is implemented, every detail should be accurate and we should fill all the details also. What is the exact position, job of the employee, okay? Because in the future, we also provide promotions to the employees. We revise the salary of the employees, okay? Based on this number, we pay the salaries. Here I have entered the compensation information, right? Based on that number, we pay the salaries. So all the information should be accurate if the HR is there, if the HR is implemented. Okay. And I'm hitting the submit button. What is the bulk upload process? HDL. So this is a technical work. Even I have not done this HDL process as of now, because it is not my plate of thing to do it. Now, this is one way of the employee creation. Here, I call it as a full details. Here we are entering all the details like personal information, employment information, everything we are entering. Okay. Especially in the employment information, we are configuring the visa information, citizen information, religion, and the current status, single or married, everything we are entering. Okay. I have told about on the screen, right? That screen is a short screen of the employee creation, because we're gonna capture very, very less details. In real time, we have to use this screen only for the employee creation. But for our practice purpose, we can use a different screen where we enter few details only. Instead of waiting in this browser, you can open the application in another tab or enter browser. I'm navigating to setup and maintenance. From here also we can create employee, nothing but business user. From the task list, go to global search. Go to global search. The task name is manage users. Manage users is the task name. So here in this task also we can create employee, but with short information. Okay. I'm just filling data randomly. So first name, last name, middle name, email ID, and the person type, select as employee person type. And this employee you are hiring under which legal company and which business unit. What's the BU? And what is a department of the employee? Who is a manager? That's it. Okay. Are we capturing here the citizenship information, visa information, or home address? Or we are capturing the education information or something like Aadhaar number or married or religion, Hindu or whatever we are capturing here? No, right?
Yes.
So this is a short screen. And we are also not capturing the position also. We are just capturing the job of the employee and department of the employee, but position you are not capturing here. That's why this is a short screen of the employee creation. So this screen we don't use in the real time. In the real time, we have to capture all the employee information as much as we can. Okay. And just enter the details and hit the save and close button. That's it. Just hit the save and close button. Two places are there. One place is where we enter full information, and other place is we enter the short information. Okay. So here also employee got created in the screen also. Click on OK. Now here I'm repeating again under the home screen. Under the home screen, from the my client groups, I created employee from here, new person. If this app should be displayed means, then you should have a role called human resource specialist role. Assign human resource specialist role to your user. Then only you are able to see the new person icon in your my client groups section. Okay. Now I created an employee, then automatically application will create a user account. Login details also. I go to tools and security console. Tools and security console. If I go to users, I can see the user which I have created. I'm searching with the first name. I don't see the user. Or at least
Sorry, sir. I think we created an employee by that.
when you create an employee, automatically application is going to create a user account also, sir.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to explain. And cross-check why the employee is not created. Okay. So here in this screen, we are getting an error that email ID already exists. I'll just enter ABC 123. Email ID should be unique. After the employee got created, user account also automatically created by the application. I'm trying to fetch the user account. Because this employee required application login, okay, because this employee working in procurement department, he daily creates the purchase orders. So he needs application login. Okay. Or this employee working under order management department, he has to create sales orders every day. Or he is from the finance department, he has to create invoices and he has to make the payment to the suppliers. So the business users are going to perform the business transactions in the application. So we need to provision the login details to the business users, right? I would like to verify configuration, one configuration. Okay, so here employee got created. Now let's pull the employee here with the name. Keywords is nothing but you can use the first name or last name or email ID to search for the employee. Yeah, I should have used the email ID. This is the employee BCXYZ we created. And this employee actually will receive an email automatically with the application login. Okay. So here it should display the login details here, but here the login is empty. It's due to your configuration. I think somebody has turned it off to create a user automatically in this application. I will enable it. I will enable it. At the time of employee creation, whether user account is required or not, there is a setup. In that setup, if you say no, then user will not be created. So in our case, user is not created. Let's return list. After practicing, you know, why students won't roll back the configuration. Just leave it like that after practicing. Somebody has turned off the user creation in this application. By the time this opens, if you have any questions, I'll clarify. Go ahead.
Sir, I have a doubt. In the starting classes, we created a user, right?
That's implementation user. I will explain you.
Okay, sir.
It's an implementation user. I'll explain you that.
And Krishna, I didn't see shifts being assigned, right? I mean, we created shifts, isn't it? And then you assigned a user to the business unit.
Madam, that's what, okay. Whatever the calendar that we created, it's to the warehouse only, okay. We don't assign that shift to the employee. Okay, that's a HR
correct.
part. That's a HR
Yes,
part.
yes. Okay. Yeah, I missed that we created it under the inventory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So in the enterprise level, there is a setup. Okay. So here you see here, user creation is selected to none here. That's why when you are creating the business user account is not created. Okay. This setup is at the enterprise level. somebody has updated this setup, and after your practice, you have to turn it off or roll back to the original state team. Otherwise, time waste for the other people. Only this is not your application, dedicated application. Everybody is using it. You should all be responsible. So user creation at the enterprise level is selected to none. And I want the users to be created. So I'm selecting both person and party users. This option. And then submit. Okay. Now let's create an employee again. I'll create in the short screen. Okay. I'll create in the short screen. I'm creating employee again. And person type, I'm selecting it as employee, and a legal employer, nothing but under which company this employee got hired, and what is the business unit, what's the BU, and who is the manager. Randomly, I'm entering some person name, or else manager is optional. Actually, if you don't enter the manager right now, not issue. Okay, that's it. And see here, after the user created, send the username and password to the email ID. You see this checkbox, it's automatically enabled. Click on save and close. Now the expectation is the user should be automatically created. I enabled the user creation in the enterprise level also. And the enterprise level, somebody selected user creation to none, and I have enabled it. Okay, it seems to be the employee got created. Now let's search for the employee. Keyword is nothing but you can search with the first name, last name, and the email ID. And I'm searching here, and I'm trying to pull out the, you see here, user account got created. Clear? Clear, team?
Yes, sir.
And this username pattern, it depends upon the default category setup. You remember user category setup? Based on the user category setup, we generate the username pattern, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
accordingly.
Yes, sir.
It's based on the default category. Now, if I go and check, I'm able to see this business user in the application. So I'm checking in the tools and security console. Go to tools and security console. And here I would like to see the employee that I created. I'm searching with the username. And if I open this employee, okay, see, login also automatically created. Now, so this is a business user. This is a business user we just created, right? And we also created implementation user in the starting. Who is the implementation user here? Krishna. Krishna is the implementation user. Now in the screen, how you are able to identify whether this user is a implementation user or whether this is a whether this is an implementation user or whether this is a business user. This is the difference. You see here on the right hand side, do you see associated information? Here, associated worker information. If you see this section, it means it's a business user. If it is a business user, you can see the business unit and who is the manager, what is the job, what is the department. Okay. So this is how we can differentiate, or we can see who is a business user and who is the implementation user. And what is the difference between implementation and user and business user? Implementation users are nothing but implementation team. Implementation team is nothing but IT team. Nothing but we are the IT team. We are the implementation user. After the implementation is completed, we create their sales orders, purchase orders, invoices, payments in their application. No, right? Who is going to do that? Business users are going to do that. Business users are going to do that. Hope you identify the difference between the implementation account and then business user account. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. And I have told you the purpose of these two different accounts also. Okay. Implementation user created directly from here only. You create directly from here implementation user. But business user, we create from two places. How you are creating implementation user, directly you are clicking on the add account, first name and last name, you are entering everything here. That's it. You are adding the rules. Okay. Now coming to the license. I just created one business user, right? I just created one business user. Actually, license. We buy license by module wise. We buy license by module wise from the Oracle. Purchasing module, how many business users? Minimum license, we need to buy 5 minimum. It depends upon the module also. Self-service procurement, we have to buy minimum 1,000 licenses. Depends on the module, but approximately 5 is the minimum number to purchase a license from Oracle. For purchasing, 5 licenses we purchased. Okay. And for order management, we purchased 5 licenses from Oracle for order management also. So in this module, how many licenses we have? 5 licenses, and here also 5 licenses, which purchased from Oracle. Now this employee has consumed any license? No, because this employee is not assigned to any role. If you just create a user, Oracle is not going to charge you. Oracle is not going to charge you. You have to add the role. You have to add the role. Now I'm going to add a role called. I'm clicking on the edit button. I'm adding a role called procurement manager. I'm adding a role called procurement manager. That means this guy is able to create purchase orders in the procurement module, correct? Correct. Now, how many licenses we consumed?
1.
1. What is remaining here?
4.
4. Remaining is 4. Now I'm also adding the role called order entry specialist. This is important. Okay. I'm talking about the licensing part. So this is most of the faculties and most of the working people, they don't aware of this. I'm adding a role called order entry specialist. If you're having this role, you are able to enter the sales orders. You are able to create the sales orders. That means one more license we are consuming from which module? Order management module. What is remaining? 4. So here license is not calculated based on the user. It's not calculated based on the user. It calculated based on the role, not even role also. Not even role, based on the privilege. Based on the privilege, the license is calculated. Suppose an example, you have created a custom role. In the custom role, you have added a privilege called the create purchase order, and you have added a privilege called create a sales order. These two are privileges. These two privileges you have added to the custom role, and this custom role you have added to the user. That means how many license it will consume? Two. That means license calculation is based on the privileges that is assigned to the user. Privileges, not based on the role also. So here you are creating a custom role. In that custom role, you have added privileges related to both purchase order and sales order. Role is only one, but two privileges are there, which belongs to two different modules. That's why two licenses are consumed. That's it. So this is how the license is calculated. And this license is also calculated based on the business users only. For implementation users, Oracle will not charge you. For implementation users, Oracle will not charge you. Only for business users, Oracle is going to charge you. Okay. I'm not done with this explanation, license explanation. I have to add few more points. After that, I will take the questions. Sir, okay, we are taking just 5 licenses only. Will the application is going to control us if you are trying to create more than 5? No. It will not control. You can create more than 5 also. It will not control. Our application is not going to stop you. Application is not going to restrict you. But from the Oracle side, a dedicated account manager is assigned to you. That guy is going to run reports in your application on quarterly basis, nothing but for every 3 months. He's going to run some reports for every 3 months. Okay. So he has to, so based on this report, he's going to compare how many licenses that you have purchased from Oracle and how many currently you are using. How many licenses currently you are using. So he's going to compare based on the report data. And he will send you the invoice if it is any extra that he found. And you have to make the payment. Okay, that's why administrators should be careful. They should be careful and they should have a clear information of how many licenses they have. And accordingly, administrators are going to create the accounts in the application. Okay. And last year, our account manager forgot to run this report on every quarter. He has run after 1 year. He has run after 12 months. And if he found we are using extra users and he has sent us the invoice, but we are able to negotiate with that guy because he has done a mistake. He has done a mistake. What is his job? His job is he has to run on quarterly basis, but he has run after 12 months. So we are able to negotiate with him and we got the less invoice and we made the payment. And after that, whichever the users not required, we disable those users. And we asked the guy, so based on which data you have found we are using extra licenses, we asked this question, then he has sent those reports. He has sent those reports that he has run from our application. And we also verified that report and we found we consumed extra license and we made the payment for that. Okay. Because in my current project, I'm also taking care of the communication with the account manager in my current project. That's why I'm clearly aware of all these licensing part. Okay. And this is about the production application. I'm talking about production, not in the test. Again, I'm repeating this point. I repeated already. I'm talking about production. In case of test dev 1, dev 2, you can create as many users as you want. You can enable any module licensing. From the offerings, you enable any module. You can create a number of business users or implementation user. You can break the application. Oracle is not going to bother. Okay. So now I'll take your questions then. Everyone good?
Yes, Krishna.
Clear with the licensing, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Krishna, I have a question regarding license. You just said it's the report is run for 3 months. I know it's not a very important thing, but the report is run for 3 months. We have a license for 4 people. But at the end, you said how many license currently are using? So does it mean that at the end of the 3 months, if I'm using 6, then they'll charge me for extra 2 for the 3 months, or how does it work?
Yeah, we talked to the account manager. Account manager can clearly see when that new user account got created. So he will ask us, okay, you want to continue with that users or what you want to go ahead with this? So if we say, yeah, we don't want to continue, then he will send you the quote or invoice just for 2 months or 3 months.
I see.
How many,
I see.
how many months that you have used that user. So if you say if you want to continue, then you have to tell for how many years you want to continue, 3 years or 5 years. Then he will send you the invoice. And also the invoice is also here actually minimum licenses is like they have some criteria like 5 licenses, after that 15 licenses, after that 20 licenses. It's like that, okay? I'm gonna use 7 licenses, only give me the data for 7 license cost. It's not like that. Minimum number of users criteria is there, 5, 15, 20 like that. Okay, then he is gonna ask you for how many users you want to, sorry, how many licenses you want to increase. You want to increase it by 5 or by 10. We have to tell him, and accordingly he will send us the invoice.
So even if let's say we have taken for 5 and we created 7, but we have to pay for 10, or is it we pay for 7?
We pay for 7 only, but if you want to extend.
Okay, but we want to extend, then it has to be in 5
Yes.
or 10.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
But generally this is, administrator. If the administrator is aware of this part and we don't get into this situation.
Obviously, it's a floating license, no, Krishna? You could
Yeah.
remove a role and
Yes.
assign it to some other user. And,
Yes.
Mhm.
But like based on these reports, that guy is having a clear visibility. Okay, what privileges are assigned to which users. Okay, so the same custom role, you assign to one user and also you assign to another user also, another employee also. That means how many licenses? 4 licenses. It's assigned to me, this custom rule, it's also assigned to you. That means how many licenses it will consume? 4 licenses.
Yeah.
Hey, Krishna, one question. So can we run those type of reports by us, like means to see that?
We asked that guy actually.
Mhm.
He has sent me a GIF file. That GIF file we have uploaded into our application in the BI path, and we are able to run the reports on our own.
Mhm. Okay.
We can ask this guy, but directly it's not available to us.
Mhm. Okay. Thank
Directly it's not available. You have to ask that guy. Then that guy has sent us the GIF file. That GIF file we have uploaded into the BI. BI in the sense, you remember the place where we connected to the
you. Yeah.
database.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
there
Right.
we have uploaded that GIF file, and after that we are able to see 3 reports.
Mhm. Okay. Or we can create some custom reports, right? To see
We
determine.
can also create,
Yeah,
but not
right.
required. And we can talk to this guy, and he will help us.
Okay.
Not required
Great.
to build the
Okay.
custom
Yeah.
reports.
Yeah. Right. Good.
So the application doesn't give you any warning, Krishna, saying that you've got 3 and you're exceeding.
No restriction.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to say. There is no restriction.
Krishna, I have a question.
Hmm.
At the offerings level, initially I purchased the license only for the purchasing and order management, okay?
Okay.
And while I'm implementing the project, I also require some SCM. So can I go and enable the offering directly, or should I contact the Oracle team to make it enable?
You can enable that offering directly,
Mhm.
and when you
They
start
will
using
send the.
you
Okay.
start using that module, nothing but if you just configure, that is not enough, right? You have to perform some transactions.
Yes, correct.
If you want to perform transactions, means roles you have to assign to the business users.
Yes.
Before you do that, contact Oracle.
Okay.
So there are HR roles, right? Those HR roles you have
Yes,
to
yes,
assign to
correct.
the business users. Okay, before you
Assign a
create,
role to
yeah,
the business
yeah,
user, I should
HR
contact
business
Oracle.
users, you have better contact Oracle. If you
Even
just
if I don't communicate with Oracle also, Oracle will find out that
Yes.
and it will send along with our invoices, right?
yes,
Okay.
so here it is. Okay, that's okay. I think you're spending.
I have one question. While creating the user initial level, when we created, I saw that nation ID number in that Aadhaar PAN card was mentioned. So who are mentioning that? Who are creating that things types Aadhaar PAN card? Whether will it created automatically based on the nation
Some
country?
configurations are automatically there. Okay. And some configurations has to be done from the HR module side.
Okay, from that.
Yeah, from the HR module side. Okay. Let's take an example. In case of US, social security number is a unique number or unique identification number that's predefined as setup available in the application. Okay. For India also, Aadhaar is the predefined available in the application. If you want anything extra, then it has to be filtered.
Okay, clear. Thank you.
It's always 750. We are spending a lot of time there. Okay. You know, I have a responsibility of controlling it also, right, team? I have to complete the course in 3 months. Okay, last question, please.
Sir, Srinivas, sir.
Srinivas.
Sir, now since we are any project or implementation, so there is an involvement of SCM and SCM
Yes.
and finance. Okay.
Yes.
For example, if I'm taking an SCM role, right, as responsibility, so will there be any confirmation from other teams from finance and saying that these are all been done? So these are the set of things, and the next thing we need to
We have to work together, of course, right? It's a project work, like a house construction. Okay. Every work is dependent, electrical work, painting work. Okay, after one is completed, another one is going to start. There is a communication. There is a team leader, there is a project manager. These people are going to communicate. Okay, who has to done what and what need to be done next.
So there might be the instances, right? Like you have not done, so this is not happened. Ledger has been not created.
That's why we maintain the sequence of the step, the documents, the process documents. What is step number 1? We conduct the meetings also regularly, frequently.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
There is a project meetings are there, right? Every week meetings or everyday meetings. Okay, we maintain the process also, documents also. Everything has to be done by step, the sequence.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, next I would like to show you the department jobs, positions. Okay, this stuff I would like to show you. After we create department jobs and positions, we will assign them back to the employee that we created. Okay, I'm creating the department in the application. This is actually HR work in real time. From the next week onwards, I will take the questions only from the students who are practicing, who are sending me the emails. Those who are not sending me the practice status, they are not allowed to ask questions from the next week onwards. Okay. Practice is important thing. Okay. You can ask. Yes, practice is important. Just connecting to the classes and you are getting too much into your brain and you'll forget after 4 days or after 5 days, right? If you don't practice it. We are not Einsteins or we are not that much cleverer to remember like this in a lifetime. I may forget in 1 week, you may forget in 1 month, other may forget in 3 months. If you don't practice, we forget it. Whatever the money, time that you are spending, daily you are connecting for 1 hour and you paid me 25,000. It's waste if you don't practice. I'm selecting the procurement. And from the procurement, I'm going to the workforce structure. So here we can create department and we can create jobs also. What is first? Department is first. Okay, I'm creating a department. And click on create. And you're creating department under which reference data set. Okay, let's create under common only. Let's create under common only. Department name, procurement, HR, finance, marketing. Okay, just enter the name. And if you want, you can enter the location, but which is not required, the location of this department. Enter the name, that's it. And we are creating this department under which reference data set, common. And click on the next button. I'm going to the back because I would like to take a screenshot. Because there is an explanation depend upon this field. Okay, that's why I'm taking a screenshot. Click on the next tab. And here, the work start time, end time, working hours, all these are optional. For supply chain guy, we will just enter the basic information only if the HR is not there. If the HR is there, they will enter all the information. Okay, just go to the review screen and then submit. Like this, we have to create departments. Suppose if it is less than 50 or 20, we can create manually. If it is more than that, then we have to upload. For the upload, Oracle has provided an option called ADFDR. In any form, in any screen, if you see this button. Everyone with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're not using the mobiles. Please concentrate in the class. 1 hour class, 60 minutes class, please concentrate here, okay? So in any form, if you see this button, that means upload option is available. What type of upload option is available? If you see this button means manage in spreadsheet. If you see this button, ADFDA option is available. ADFDA, okay. For the department, see here, I have mentioned here, ADFDA is available. So ADFDA is also called as Web ADA in EBS. Those who are working in EBS, they know what is Web ADA. It's equivalent to that. Nothing but connecting our application to the Excel. And in the Excel, we enter the data, and in the Excel, we click on the upload button, then automatically record inserted into the application. Again, I'm repeating, our application, we connect to the Excel. And in the Excel, we enter the data, and in the Excel itself, we click on the upload button, then automatically data inserted into application. That's called ADFDI. Later, I will explain you. ADFDI, later I will explain, okay? So this is about department creation and upload. If you want, you have ADFD option. I have given the list here in the first sheet, master data sheet, departments, what is the option is available, ADFD is available. So in the future also, in your projects also, you can refer my document to see for what object, what upload is available type, okay? Next is the job creation, job of the employee. Go to manage jobs. So here also you see what upload option is available, ADFDA is available. But if you want, you can create manually by hitting the create button, enter the job name. Manager, and this is short name. This is full name, and this is short name. And again, I'm creating this job under which reference data set, common. I'm creating under common. If I go to next tab, this job details. So these are optional, okay? What is a full-time or part-time? Okay, and country work from home. In case of US related information. In case of France related information. Canada, okay, but all these are optional for us. Mexico, Brazil, these are country specific configurations are there. but I'm just entering the job name and then job code, that's it. And I will just click on the submit button, that's it. I'm not entering anything else. You know, jobs and departments we created under which reference data set? The jobs and departments we created under which
Common.
reference data set?
Common.
But which reference data set we assign to our BU?
India reference set.
India.
We assigned India reference
Yes.
set, right?
Yes.
But I would like to access those jobs and departments. How?
We can change it at task. I mean,
Yes.
action. Action level.
Yeah. In the business unit set assignment, hope you remember this screen.
Yes.
I've
yes.
spent 10 minutes time here. So in this screen, you are able to select which
Each
reference-
object wise
yeah.
we can change.
Yeah, which object wise we can change the, or we can select the reference data set that you want to use. Because generally departments and then jobs are common across the BUs. For any BU, these departments and then jobs are common. That's why I created under common. So here, jobs, okay, it's already common is assigned. Okay, what about departments? Departments also, I have assigned common during our explanation. That means our BU is able to access the departments and jobs which are created under common reference data set. Okay. So this step you have to repeat for the other BUs also. Because you're saying the departments and jobs are common, that's why you're selecting the common reference data set. So you have to repeat the same setup for the other BU, US BU, Australia BU, China BU, Canada BU, Singapore BU, open every BU, against departments and jobs, select the common reference data set. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes.
I think hope you got 100% clarity on the reference data set, right? Because if you see the practical uses, then you'll understand. Now, I'm going to create positions now. We are done with the department creation, job creation. Next, I'm going to talk about the position. What is the difference between job and position? I told you job is generic and position is specific. So here job is nothing but manager, position is nothing but which department manager, procurement manager, HR manager,
Sales manager.
warehouse manager, sales manager, marketing manager. So position is that. Okay, let's create a position. So if you don't remember the navigation, what you do, you go to global search, right? Okay, I don't remember the navigation for that task. I go to global search. I'm going to the global search. What is the task name? Main is positions.
Positions.
Main is positions. Mostly every configuration task starts with manage. Manage job, manage department, manage positions. Okay. So here also you see this button. That means upload is available. What type of upload? ADFDI. That means jobs, departments, and then positions you are able to upload using the ADFDI. Here I have mentioned here. Jobs, departments, and positions you are able to upload using the ADFDI. This is the simplest option compared to other two techniques. Totally 3 techniques are there. Compared to the remaining 2, this is simplest way of doing it. Now I'm creating manually. So hit the create button. Now here we are creating the position directly under the BU. We are creating directly under the BU. Are we creating under any reference data set? No. We are selecting the BU. 53K procurement manager. Procurement manager. And click on the next tab. Suppose if I have to create a same position in US, then you have to select US BU. You have to select Canada BU, China BU. That means this setup is controlled at reference data set level? No, Do you see position here? Position object here? Do you see here? No. That means this configuration is controlled at reference data set level? No. Only few configurations are controlled at reference data set level, not everything. So positions you are creating under business unit, you are not creating under reference data set. Suppose if you want to create same position in some other BU, you have to repeat it again. You have to repeat. You have to select that respective BU, either it's US BU or China BU or whatever, and then create again. And if I click on the position details, now you can select the department. This position is belongs to which department, and this position is belongs to which job. Enter the job also. Okay. Now you know this position, departments, and jobs we assign to the employee. Okay. Because to the employee we have to assign that guy is working under which department, and what is the job of that employee, what is the position of that employee, we have to assign. Coming to this position, okay, so department and job and positions we assign to the employee. Coming to a catchy here. So here you can enter this position can be assigned to how many employees? Nothing but, you know, the procurement managers can be more than 2 also, more than 3 also. So you want to assign this position to how many employees? You can enter here. I would like to assign to 3 employees, or I would like to assign to 5 employees. A position can be occupied by more than 1 employee as well. Okay. But you know, in real time, again, I'm repeating job, department, position, employee creation, HR work. Okay. Now click on directly. I'm clicking on the submit button. That's it. Now I would like to assign, you know, these to the employee which we have created. So let's go to the employee screen. I'm going to the employee screen. I'm going to the shorter screen. I'm going to the shorter screen. Main is users. And here I'm pulling the employee which I have created. I'm pulling the employee which I have created. And here enter the department. And here enter the job. The department and job of the employee, enter it here. But are you able to enter the position here? Is there any position field here? No.
No.
So we have to go to the full screen only. To assign position, we have to go to the full screen only. Okay, let's go to the full screen to assign the position. Actually, if you assign the position, you need not to assign job and department also, because to the position we assign job and department. Now from the home screen, my client groups, sorry, I'm in which user, not my enterprise, my client groups. My client groups. New person is nothing but new employee creation, but we would like to fetch the existing employee. So go to person management, click on the person management and search with the employee name. Open the employee. And then click on edit and click on update. There is a difference between correct and update. Okay, correcting is nothing but correcting the existing data mistakes. Update is nothing but you are intentionally updating. Okay, so suppose an example, right now he occupied right now he's a manager. Later he may become a director also, right? Later he may become director also. In that case, you use a correct or update. Update, right? You are updating an employee with the promotion. Action reason. You have to select exactly the right action reason. Whether you are the employee location getting changed, or manager is getting changed, or job is getting changed, or this employee getting demotion or promotion. Exact action reason you have to select. So this action reason, whatever this drop down, you see here, this is standard drop down. But if you want, you can also add some values into this drop down also. But that is a HR work. It's a HR work. If you want, you can also add some values into this drop down. But whatever you see currently, it's a standard. I'm selecting the position change because I would like to assign a position basically. Click on OK. And if I scroll down, here you see job and department we already assigned, but position we are trying to assign from here. You know, if you assign position directly, then automatically the jobs and departments get assigned from the position. See here, synchronize from the position. So to the position, do you remember when creating the position, we assign job to the position and we assign department to the position, right?
Right.
Okay, so you see here, whether you want to synchronize the job and the department from the position, if S is selected, then from the position, the job and department getting defaulted. Okay. So save it and then submit. You cannot select this position because its hiring is not approved. If you remember, I mentioned from the HR side, we can configure approvals. We can
Yes.
configure approvals for the, location approvals, job approvals, position approvals, we can configure. It seems to be position approvals is enabled from the HR side. That's why we are getting this error. The selected position is not approved. Try under position. It seems to be the position that we created is not approved. By default, actually, it is set auto approve in application, but somebody enabled approvals, it seems to be. That's why it's not allowing our position to be assigned here. But concept wise, you are good, right?
Yes, sir.
Concept wise, you are good.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Krishna.
sir.
Understood.
Okay, thank you. Now, the last concept for today is simple concept. Now, after creating the employee, automatically the user account got created, right? After creating the business user account got created automatically. Now, not only creating the user account, I would like to add the roles also automatically. Roles also I would like to add. Suppose this guy is a manager working under which department? Procurement department. So based on these two conditions, I would like to assign a role automatically called procurement manager. Nothing but assigning the roles automatically. There is a setup. There is a setup called auto provisioning rules. This one. That's the next one. I'm using the global search. I think the task name I might have given here. Yeah, this is the task name. This is the exact task name. I'm searching with the task name. So here I can write the conditions. I'm writing a condition here. I'm writing a condition here. If you are hiring employee or if you are creating employee under this company and you are hiring employee under so and so business unit, And if the employee belongs to procurement department, and if the employee containing so and so position, then I want system to automatically assign a role called the procurement manager. So what we have done, we have assigned role manually. Okay. So instead of that, what you can do, you can also do this. From the next time onwards, if you create any employee, from the next time onwards, if you create employee under this company, under this BU, by selecting this department, by selecting this job, what will happen? Automatically this role get assigned. And not only this role, I would like to assign employee role also by default. Because employee role we have to assign to every business user in the application. So I want employee role also should be automatically assigned. This is called as auto role assignment. So not only, department jobs, there are other conditions also there. By using the remaining conditions also, you can automatically assign roles to the employee. So all these are not mandatory, okay? Suppose, you don't want a legal company, just remove it. Business unit also just remove it, okay? If any employee created under this department, this job, I would like to assign roles automatically. Okay, Mamata, I'm also done with the class. You can drop off, not an issue. Okay. And if you configure this rule from the next time onwards, if you create any employee by selecting this department and this job, automatically these two roles get assigned. And also in the user screen, I'm navigating to the user screen. In the user screen, you can clearly see which role is manually assigned and which role is automatically assigned by the system. You can see here. You see these two roles are manually assigned. Auto provision, these two roles. Is these two roles auto provision?
No, sir.
No. You can clearly see to that employee that role is manually assigned or automatically assigned by the application. Okay. At the time of creating the user, you might have a question of this, what is this auto provision? But I need time to explain this.
Yes.
Because in the day one, I'm not able to explain what is this auto provision, right? I'm not able to explain on day one. Now, this is the situation. This is the time to explain what is auto provision. Okay. So today we are done with this entire section. So today it's all related to the business user creation only. So this is nothing but we can create employee from two places. One is from the my client groups and another one is from the setup and maintenance. So here, if you are creating from my client groups, you are entering full details. So here you are entering short information only. Okay. After that, we created departments and then jobs and positions. All these we try to assign to our employee. After that, we discussed about rules part. Okay. This is again employee creation only. Okay. After that, we discussed about auto provision rules also. Auto provision rules. And also we discussed about what is the way of uploading the employees. What is the way? HDL. It's a technical work. So using HDL, not only, uploading the employees, along with creation of the employees, you can also assign roles also. You can also assign roles, not only just uploading the employees. You can also, along with the employee details, you can also upload the roles also using HDL process. Okay. So only we are left with the sixth topic. We don't have time to cover this today. I'll cover this sixth topic tomorrow. But I want all of you to practice this entire sheet. The basic sheet you have to practice, entire sheet. All of you, at least 5 times practice is required. All these topics. 5 times, give your 200% effort, 200% commitment to the money and time and to your career. Okay. Everyone, please practice all these topics. Complete this basics one. If I'm starting next module, you should not practice the previous topics. You have to practice that module topics only. So if you are practicing, which I have explained in the last week, it's a waste of time for you because you have to watch the video, you have to recollect whatever I have explained, and you have to practice. It will take a lot of time for you. If you practice same topic on the same day, it's gonna be less time for your practice. Harish. Okay, you assigned legal company to the ledger, and after that, Rivians. Okay, your ledger is also in the green color. You verified that. Okay, and business unit configuration, business functions, and item master automation. Good. Apurva, you hear me? Where is the practice status, sir? Sir?
Sir,
Not you. Another Apurva is there. He left already. He's not sending the practice status. I'll catch him tomorrow. Anu, you created okay. Enterprise structure completed, madam. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Already 100 pages material you prepared on your own.
Yes, sir.
Good. You can refer this material for your entire lifetime.
Yeah.
Actually, I no need to prepare material for my students. My students are preparing. Shift everything. Very good. You're taking a lot of time to highlight everything. Thank you, madam. Navina, yeah, I'm receiving a practice status from these
Yes, sir.
guys regularly. I remember your names a lot because I'm checking your emails daily because you're sending me the practice status daily. Keep going. Keep going till you get the job. Inventory calendar.
That there is an error which I have received. I've put it in the document.
Okay, is it in the middle madam, or in the last one? Okay, locators you completed. Is in the middle? Okay, here, right?
Yeah.
Profit center video. I think
The
when
rest-
you're creating the business functions, did you enable profit center checkbox?
Sorry, sir. Can you please
Let me show you your business screen. Unit business functions. So here, this checkbox you are not enabled, madam.
Oh, okay.
When you're creating the business function, this
Okay, sir.
checkbox you should enable. That's why you're getting that error.
Okay, sir.
Okay, is your kid?
Okay.
Is your kid around you?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
People are here. The ladies are great.
Yeah.
You have to handle them. You have to handle
Yeah.
everybody in the house. This is from, I'm seeing my wife, right? Yeah. Great respect for ladies. Hello, Rahim.
Yes, sir.
But everything, Rahim?
Yes, sir. I have completed the enterprise structure.
How many times?
2 times, sir. Last topics, yesterday's and day before yesterday's, I need to practice again. once.
5 times practice, please. All of you, Harish, Anu, Navina, Rahim, okay? Everyone, please practice 5 times. You should
Okay.
not watch the
Okay,
video
sir.
when you are practicing. You should not refer to any material. Just tuck, 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 tuck. First time you have to practice, you have to complete in 60 minutes. Next time 40 minutes. Next time 30 minutes. Next time 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, target like that and practice.
Sure, sure.
Practice makes man perfect. Without practice, you cannot get anything. Even driving also. Anything, swimming, anything. Practice is important. Tutor can tell you up to some extent only. But later on, you have to practice a lot after the session. I think we are doing that in our academics also, right? Faculty will tell you only one example. Remaining examples you have to practice. Rakesh. Well, I said qualifier, business functions, calendar, work development. Good man, you are capturing the navigations as well. Very good. You people are spending a lot of time. I can see your efforts here, all of you. I can clearly see your efforts. Excellent. Krishna,
Yes, sir.
very happy with all of you. I'm also waiting for one more registration. 49 registrations are completed for this batch. If one is also completed, then 50 registrations. So your batch will become the first batch that I got 50. I'm waiting for one more registration. Let's see for this batch. Your batch is the highest number of registrations so far. Approximately, I every time get 35 to 40 members in the batch, but yours is 49 as of now. Inventory oxa, you finish it till inventory oxa only.
Yeah, till that too. And so today I'll complete up to.
Complete today remaining sub inventories and locators and practice everything enterprise structure from starting.
One more time. Yes, sir.
One more time. Just enterprise structure is okay. Not required, like how to schedule programs, how to create a custom role, all those not required. Enterprise structure practice again. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Suhani. Going to open your document. Let me check. The document is having how many pages, madam? I unshared your screen. No, madam. You're not given me the access to your drive. Okay. You see what I'm getting? Are you there, madam? Hello. You're left. So you're sending me the drive link, but I don't have access to your drive. Suhani. Sai Kiran.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Fine, sir.
You are from which place?
I am properly from Vizag,
Okay.
but we live in Hyderabad. I stay in Bangalore, sir. I am working here.
Okay. Till business functions only, huh?
Sir,
Why?
I need.
Why?
Yes, sir. One class lag is there. I need to complete.
Yesterday, how many hours you slept?
I slept around 11 o'clock, sir.
Why you slept at 11 o'clock without practicing?
Sir, I mean, yesterday's class I practiced, but I mean day before this class.
Every class has to practice on the same day. After that, you should sleep.
Okay, sir.
After that, only how to sleep.
Okay, sir.
Sindhu,
Yes, sir.
you're getting an error, chart of account error.
Yes, sir.
You're
Yes,
able
sir.
to proceed with this error, or still you're having this error?
Still I have, sir. I don't know what error is there. Yesterday, so much time.
Madam, see, when you are showing me the screenshots, you have to keep this error away, okay? This box on the top of the screen, okay? So that what is there behind this error, I'm able to see your configuration.
Okay, sir.
What is behind this? I would like to see the other details behind this error.
Actually, sir, I have also received the same error.
And also you are using which application also, okay? You don't have, you have shared me the application details. If this is the way, I'm not going to help you. You have to share me which
Actually, this
application
is
you are
a
having the
PDF
issue.
like I created only for errors.
It's okay, madam. In the email, you can mention the instance, right? Which instance you are using, Dev 23 or 64. What is your login? What's your login? You have to mention in your email body so that everybody can save the time. We all can save the time.
Okay, sir. Next time.
We all can save the time, right? If you don't
Yes,
send me the instance and then your login details, how can I see it? How can I troubleshoot it?
Sure. Sure, sir.
You're saying Dev 23, right?
Yes, sir.
And somebody is saying, who is that? You're also receiving that error?
Cecil, sir, I have received same error, but that was resolved. I just changed the name by company with different name, and the error was resolved.
Okay. User structure. Financial reporting structure. Main is chart of account structure. And is your structure saved, madam, or no? It's not saved. It's saved. Okay, I see it here.
Yes. Yes.
And but you have not added any segment. I'm adding a segment here. Okay.
Yes,
I think when you're adding the first segment, you got that error.
Yes, sir. Actually, when I was creating my name also, it was getting error. So like after 2-3 hours again, I said, then it comes.
I think API name also she might have been copied and pasted.
Okay. API name don't enter on your own. Okay. So API name get automatically defaulted, madam. Okay. After you enter this field, API name, just press the tab. Don't enter the API name. If you just press the tab, automatically API name get defaulted.
Yes, sir.
So for company, how many character you allocated, madam? 1 or 2?
2, sir.
2, okay. Now your value set.
Yes, sir. Sindhu underscore account. I mean, this is for company. Sindhu underscore account.
Okay, madam. For company, I'm selecting. Okay, and then primary balancing segment.
Balancing.
I think that could be the issue. API name. Okay. Thanks, someone. Who's that? Good catch. Who is that? Rahim. I think you made that mistake, huh?
No, sir, like in the screenshot which she has shared just now, I saw.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that's correct. API name, it's a capital. API name generally all small.
Okay.
Very
like
good
it
catch,
will generate automatically.
Yes, it's small. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Good catch.
Sure, sir. I'll just change it.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And I reviewed your email, Rakesh.
Krishna, please ignore it.
Yeah. I understood. Shishir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks all of you. You're able to manage your time excellently. You complete your practice. Keep going. I'm happy. At least I see few people are doing the practice regularly. Till locators, you're done, right?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you, sir. One over. Okay. So that's it, team. So total, I received how many emails? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What is the student strength here? 49 members are there. I'm receiving emails from how many people? 10 people. Others are so busy, really busy. People are really busy. I don't know then why they enrolled for the course. When they are busy, they should not, right? Why they are paying me, I don't know. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.